Let's chat through my fall TBR. Fall is my reading Olympics. I've been preparing for months, so obviously I have a rather extensive TBR. First is the very beloved If We Were Villains. Group of Shakespearean actors and best friends begin to kill each other, and we finally find out what happens 10 years later. Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher. T. Kingfisher's dark reimagining of the fairy tale of Snow White. We follow our main character who's an apothecary who heals by way of poison, brought to the court to heal the king's dying daughter, Snow. A goal of mine this fall is to read some H.G. Perry. First, we have A Far Better Thing, which is a dark fae revenge tale inspired by A Tale of Two Cities and set during the French Revolution. We also have The Scholar and the Last Fairy Door, set at a magical academy in the 1920s. We follow our main character who will do anything to cure her brother, even hang out with some sketchy people. Did get an arc of The Strength of the Few, which is the sequel to The Will of the Many. Roman inspired, very plot forward. We follow our main character who is attending a military academy and is also forced to spy for various parties. Absolutely unputdownable. I can't wait to see where the plot's going to take us in book 2. Obviously, I need a murder mystery thriller, so I went with We Solve Murders by Richard Osman. This follows a retired detective who's called by his daughter-in-law to help her as she has a job in this remote private island, and a dead body and a bag of cash wash up on the shore. I want more vampires on my TBR. I went with Immortal Dark. This is like a vampire revenge tale following our main character who's trying to find her lost sister. So to do so, she goes undercover in this vampire academy. I also think it has a hint, like a dash of romance. Obviously, I have to read The Bewitching. This is Silvia Moreno Garcia's newest release, one of my favorite authors. This is a horror fantasy novel centering witches from multiple generations, dark force that haunts all of them through time. Incandescent, a demonic dark academia magic school book. I also think has rivals to Lovers. The Raven Scholar, the first book to a new fantasy trilogy, part trials fantasy with all of these different people competing for the throne of this empire, and closed door murder mystery because one of those contestants ended up dead. And our main character is in charge of figuring out all of that. Howling Dark because I desperately need to get back to this epic space opera series that seemingly everybody loves. So obviously I need to carry on with book 2. TBD on my feelings about this though. And that is my fall TBR.